Hi, hello, welcome to this journal with me. Today I'm going to be gluing some extra ephemera into my already made junk journal. And talking about my experience with bookbinding. So let's get started. So I started doing bookbinding and journal making a few years, well, not a few years, but like a year and a half ago, when I was really into some like crafting in general, like soap making and lotion making and stuff. And I started getting more into like paper crafts. And that's when I discovered, bookbinding. And it was through YouTube. Found lots and lots of really good YouTube tutorials on it. And after watching a bunch of them, I decided I really wanted to try because I thought it looked really cool. And that's how I got started. So, like this book here, I bound it myself. I used just a simple 3-hole stitch. You can see that. There you go. And this was a already prepared vintage book cover that I got from a bookstore that is just off campus from the university I'm going to. It's actually a really cool little place. Love it. Spent so much money there. So much money. But that's how I got started. And so this is the latest book that I found. I have several more journals that I made from old covers, and I have one leather journal that I bound that was completely, like the cover itself was made by me. All the binding and stuff I did myself. And I'm using that journal as an art journal to do, watercolor, brush lettering. Because ever since I've gotten into the whole bookbinding thing, I've gotten into all sorts of craft stuff now, and now I have an entire drawer filled with this stuff. Like, I've really gone all in. And you'll probably, see that as I go through with this journal with me. I have quite a lot of stuff. And so with bookbinding, when I got on my college campus, so the college I go to actually has like a class on bookbinding and letterpress, and they offer like they offer like community classes, but they also offer like a college course on bookbinding and stuff. And so when I first got on campus, I had just started getting into it. So when I heard about that, I really wanted to find people to teach me to properly do bookbinding, because I was having a really hard time figuring out how to do the stitching properly with just videos. And so I went to their shop where they were hosting classes, and I bound a book completely from scratch. So my plan is for the next semester is to hopefully be able to actually take like their like college their like regular class course on it if I can fit it into my schedule, which I probably won't be able to, but we can hope. So yeah, I this is kind of a recent thing for me, and so I just started really getting into it, and now I have an entire drawer in my dorm room that is dedicated to craft stuff, as well as kind of craft stuff all over the place. Um, Sorry, I'm just trying to get this glued down properly. Um, but yeah, that's kind of my experience with bookbinding. I'm still kind of a newbie to the whole journal making, bookbinding scene. But I've had a lot of success. Actually, I have the leather journal that I bound right here. And so you can see that I added lace to it to tie it closed. And but I can show you the binding on it. It was actually kind of hard to get the awl and needle through the actual leather. It took me quite a while, and the actual stitch itself was pretty difficult actually for me to do. It took me like an hour to get past like 3 stitches, just because I couldn't figure out how to do it properly, and I still kind of did it wrong. But everything is in the book, like as you can see, it's bound, it's together, and that's what's important. And I have other things that I've bound, but I don't have them with me right now. I'm at home right now, and all my other stuff is on campus. So, yeah. And now I'm really hoping to get into like mail art and pen paling. I just discovered that, and I'm really interested in, because I collect a lot of stationery. And so I really want to be able to like send stationery to people and like receive stationery from people. So that's sort of what my next goal is. And so I've joined some pen pal and swap sites just recently, and so you might be seeing videos about that from me. Probably seeing more bookbinding stuff, because I got a bunch of supplies for that just recently, before the summer, and I'm really interested in doing a book from scratch again, like cover everything myself, and I'll probably be making more. Like I might make another leather one, and if you want me to, I can film that for you, if you're really interested. Because this whole channel, what I'm doing now, I don't really want to be like a YouTuber. I just kind of wanted to, like, I've seen a lot of the community. Oh my god. Sorry, that was my alarm. Anyway, I've seen a lot about the community on here, on YouTube and stuff, with the craft community, and I just really kind of love the whole vibe going on. Sharing and creativity and crafting and all of that, and so I kind of wanted to be able to share, what my interest, and be able to share that with other people with similar interests. Because here where I am, there aren't really a lot of people who are into what I'm into. there just aren't a lot of people who know about crafting and who are into it and who are interested in participating in it. Which is a shame, it really is, because it is like so much fun to do all this stuff, to be creative in this way. But obviously, the people who are doing this aren't, big YouTubers with massive followings and stuff. They're just like me, like normal people with, normal lives who just like being creative and like doing this kind of stuff. So that's kind of what the purpose of this is, and just kind of a way to get to know me. And I have a Tumblr that I'll link down below if you want to follow me there. That's pretty much the only social media I have other than YouTube. I'm a bad millennial. But you can contact me there, or message me on YouTube. I don't expect a whole lot of people to be watching this, or really anyone. But if someone does stumble upon this and you're interested, I'd be happy. I'm still going to be posting videos even if nobody watches it, just because it's fun. These aren't going to be super high quality videos. Like I said, I'm not trying to be like a YouTuber, and I'm a busy college student. I'm just, wanting to have a little fun and share my fun with other people, and kind of join the craft community and the creative sense. So I think that's about all I have to say about myself and my experience with bookbinding and crafting. Well, I suppose I should say that, before I got into crafting recently, I used to be really into it when I was younger. My grandmother was a big crafter, and so she was the one who really got me into it. And then when I got older and I moved away from where my grandmother lived, I sort of got away from that. And when I got, into my late teens, I kind of refound my love for crafting. And so now I'm here doing all of this. And I mean, I'm really enjoying myself. Like, this is honestly so much fun to do this, to do all these things, to create something out of all these, disparate parts, to make them all come together to something that's so beautiful and so, fun. So this really is one of the, highlights of my day, is being able to do stuff like this. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. Like, it just be making a card or painting a little image. You'll probably see that too. I've been trying to get into watercolor and calligraphy, like brush lettering, and trying to do drawing. So you'll see me do all that stuff too. And so basically, you'll just be seeing me trying all sorts of new creative avenues, and try to expand my horizons, because stuff like drawing and painting, I always really prevented myself from trying, because I felt like I wasn't good enough at it and that I would never be good enough. But now I've decided that even if I suck terribly at it, I'm still going to try. And so you'll be seeing my attempts. And I'm just going to do a quick flip through. Make sure you guys can see that. And we'll just do a quick flip through. If you want to see a slower, more thorough flip through of this journal, you can watch my first video, and it shows you that. And I can do other videos doing more flip throughs of other things that I've made, other journals and stuff, and I can do videos other like things I've made, like tags, stickers. I have a bunch of those, and I can do tutorials if you're interested in being able to do stuff with, stickers without having to buy, expensive machines. I mean, that's the one thing I specialize in, is being able to do all this stuff without having to break the bank, because you can certainly spend a lot of money if you wanted to, with this kind of stuff, but I'm a broke college student, so I don't have a lot of money to spend on crafting, and so learning how to find, stuff, for a good price, but that's also still very, very, beautiful and aesthetic. Yeah, so if you want help with that, or anything really when it comes to creating, like finding materials, how to make stuff, where to find good tools and things. Side note, probably Amazon is your best bet. I get most of my stuff off Amazon. But yeah, I mean, I'll be posting whatever I like, to be honest with you. But if you're interested in seeing specific content, I'd really be happy to showcase that. So, all right, that is the end. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful creative day. Goodbye.